keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Monday evening inside the Shield Center. This is game number 2 of our Division A Region 1 quarterfinals, featuring the number 2 seed, the Valley City Highlanders, going up against the 7 seed, that is the Lisbon Broncos. This season, Valley City swept Lisbon 57-26 in Valley back on January the 4th, and then a 61-36 win at Lisbon back on February the 1st. The 2 seed Highlanders against the 7 seed Broncos. Winner of this game plays in our second semifinal tomorrow roughly at 7:30, while the loser has their season come to a close. Again, Kindred Northern Cass in one semifinal. After this game gets done, Wahpeton and Fargo Oak Grove will be in the next quarterfinal. We'll take a quick break and we continue on our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Started today. When we come back after this, we'll dive into this matchup a little bit more and let you know of other scores across the way here on yourliveevent.com.
Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
When it comes to your next outdoor project, let the team at Turf Tamers take care of you. Turf Tamers provides the professional services and is your one-stop shop for turning your dirt yard into a beautiful oasis. When you choose Turf Tamers, you can trust that your outdoor spaces are in the hands of skilled professionals who truly care about creating beautiful landscapes. For a quote or more information, go online to turftamersfargo.com. That's turftamersfargo.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com. It's the Lisbon Broncos and the Valley City Highlanders again in our second of 3 Region 1 Division A quarterfinals here on yourliveevent.com. Before we dive into this matchup a little bit closer and get to our Dakota Heritage Bank keys to victory, let's recap what happened earlier in the Division B Region 1 girls basketball. Sargent County with a 47-31 win over Napoleon Gaggo Streeter, and Lemoore Litchfield Marion topped Oaks 48-30. So Sargent County and the Lobos will play in the semifinals tomorrow night at the Jamestown Civic Center. Region 2 going on at the Devils Lake in Division B. Langdon area Elmore Munich 67-41 over Hatton Northwood, and Benson County 5 points better than North Prairie. So Langdon and Benson County making their way to the semifinals. On the Division A side, South Prairie Max with a 80-32 win over Dunseith, and the Rugby Panthers stopped the Lax Burlington 40 to 39. So it'll be South Prairie Max and Rugby in the Class A Region 3, or the Division A Region 3 semifinals upcoming tomorrow night from the Minot State Dome. Again, 4 wins Minnewacan and Grafton. That one currently underway also on yourliveevent.com, and it's all 4 wins Minnewacan early, 32-11 over the Grafton Spoilers. We'll take one more break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into this matchup a little bit more on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com as we get to our Keys to Victory, brought to you in part by Dakota Bank. Plan for the future, build your net worth, and protect your family at Dakota Bank. For the Valley City Highlanders, it's the old adage, don't break what's not broken, right? You're 15-6 on the season, 9-3. You won 4 straight prior to your loss against Northern Cass back on Monday night a week ago today, 60-49. They have a balanced team here for the Valley City Highlanders with Drew Potrats averaging 10 points per game. Dakota Potrats as well, averaging 10 on the season. This is a team that can hurt you in many different ways. 59 points per game. They've loved what they've done so far this season to get to a 15-6 record, and they want to just continue to add on to it here for the Valley City Highlanders. But the old adage is it's tough to beat a team 3 times in this season, and that's exactly what they're going to have to do. The last time these two teams met back in Lisbon on February the 1st, 61-34 was the final in favor of Valley City. Lisbon did shrink that margin of a loss a little bit from the first meeting. Well, for the Lisbon Broncos and head coach Barb Sweep, they've said it for a while, talking to Barb about this senior class, that this is a tight-knit, together senior class. It's just a matter of someone other than Kyra Heckrow consistently getting going. And they have Bria Sweet, and you also have Kaya Sweet, what they're able to do into the backcourt here at particular times. Kaya can be a difference maker here this season for the Lisbon Broncos. When she can get that first three-pointer, it starts to really open up the floor a little bit here for the Lisbon Broncos. Kyra Heckrow is going to be making her way to the University of Jamestown to play collegiate volleyball upcoming in the fall here for Heckrow, but she would love nothing more, and the Lisbon Bronco team will love nothing more than having one opportunity here to play at the Shields Center and see if they can make the most of it. And if we took anything from our first game, it took a little while for both teams to get in a little bit of rhythm, so that one team that can come out right off the bat and get things going, that could be the difference maker here in this one. That does it for Dakota Bank. Keys to Victory, whether it's mortgage, wealth, banking, they provide it all, including management. To find a location near you, go to dakotabank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, trust and insurance, not FDI insured. Back after this with our starting lineups here on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
This is your livelihood, and success requires a seed partner that's just as committed as you are. Just like you, we're farmers first, so our values are rooted just as deep and our goals are just as strong. Our team is ready to hit your fields, So no matter what each growing season brings, we'll get through it together. It's who we are. Thunderseed, first in the field.
As we get you set, that does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. That again is IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. As we go from there now to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by the Empire Sports Complex. Our starting lineups here first for our officials, Ben Altoff, Jacob Mertens, and David Thompson here will be our three-man officiating crew here in this one. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Lisbon Broncos in their red and gold uniforms with gold numerals and lettering here for Lisbon. Head coached by Barb Sweet with a mark of 4-17 on the season. They'll roll like this. Ella Tui, a 5'8 senior guard. From there, you'll have Kyra Heckrell, the 5'10 senior forward. Heckrell, the 5'10 senior forward, averaging 10 points and 9 rebounds. Kaya Sweet, the 5'5 senior guard, followed by Kendra Differty, the 5'8 senior forward, and Emerson Schultz, the 5'9 senior forward here for the Broncos. Again, Tui, Heckrell, Sweet, Differty, and Schultz. Lisbon, head coach by Barb Sweet, averaging 39 points per contest, while defensively giving up 52. We turn our attention now to the Valley City Highlanders, head coached by Jimmy Howard. Valley City averaging 59 points per game while defensively giving up 51 points per contest here for Valley City. The Highlanders are going to roll like this. Drew Potratz, the 5'5 senior guard. Then the younger Potratz, Dakota, a 5'9 sophomore in her own right. From there, Greta Gibson, the 6' junior forward. You have Hadley Thorson, the 5'10 senior, and then Tessa Olson, the 5'10 senior forward, averaging a team-high 13 points per contest here this season for the Valley City Highlanders. Again, a pair of Potratzes in Drew and Dakota, Govin, and then Thorson and Olson here in this one for the Valley City Highlanders in this contest. That does it for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by the Empire Sports Complex. Looking to throw an unforgettable birthday bash or corporate event? Well, look no further than the Empire Sports Complex. Their bounce house is the ultimate party starter. Make sure to get your celebration a talk of the town today by going to the Empire Sports Complex. But hurry, spots are filling up fast. Go to empirefargo.org. That again is empirefargo.org. Winner of this game moves on into the semifinals tomorrow night at 7:30 roughly. Loser of this game has their season come to a close. It's the 2 seed of Valley City against the 7 seed of Lisbon. Valley City and the Lisbon Broncos opening tap at 6:15 on a Monday night, and it's won by the Highlanders. Valley City on their white uniforms, their school colors of Columbia and navy blue with white. This will be a high post touch to Olsen. Makes her way to the baseline, can't get it to fall. Rebound tapped down the hands of Kaya Sweet. Sweet in the backcourt, right-handed side. This will go Ella Tui. Tui baseball pass, and this will look to be a turnover, and it will be, but then a traveling violation. So a turnover for a turnover here. Lisbon 5-15 from a season ago. Well, for the Valley City Highlanders, they went 6-15 a season ago. Here for Valley City in the EDC. Lisbon was in Class B last season, so two teams who have one went up a class, if you will, and one stayed in the middle class here in Valley City. Heckrell, nice ankle cross double. Extra find around the horn as this will go to Differty. Back up top to Sweet. Kaya Sweet leaves it left-hand side. That'll go to Differty. Differty looking for a cutting Heckrell. Heckrell dribble inside jumper. Got it to go. Heckrell with the opening 2 points on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized with special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. For the Valley City Highlanders, high post touch. This will go in the hands of Thorson. Thorson looking for a cutting teammate there to Olsen. Ball tapped out now to Govin. Back right-hand side to Potratz. Couple hard dribbles, and we'll see a foul on the reach after the drive of Hadley Thorson. Foul will come on the Lisbon Broncos, and Kaya Sweet, her first and the team's first of the contest. Valley City open for a moment to Drew Potratz. Back up top now to Dakota. Dakota weaving her way to the tin, can't finish. And a board coming to Emerson Schultz. Schultz has doubled and now tripled in the backcourt, and we're have a foul, I believe, on Valley City, as the officials will talk it over and make sure they have the proper highliner here, or if one had a foul, one had the jump. And they're going to have a timeout here before the foul. This timeout will be with Barb Sweet and the Lisbon Broncos. We'll break with them on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. They're more than just a bank. It's a community partner that you can always count on. So after the timeout with head coach Barb Sweet to save the possession there, as the officials talked it over to see if there was a timeout or possibly a foul beforehand. They assessed the timeout for Barb. This will be a little slip on the interior, but we'll have a traveling violation after Emerson Schultz is going to hit the deck here too. Hopefully she just got the wind knocked out of her all right, as she looks to be okay as Emerson comes up off the ground here for Lisbon. It was a 2-0 start for Central Cass before Northern Cass went out in front, and then once they went out in front, they never relinquished the lead, but it took them till the fourth quarter to put the Squirrels away. We'll see how this one pans out between the Highlanders and the Broncos. Ball on the baseline here, Valley City. Nice little drive on the way for Greta, but a better defensive stand there on the double by the Lisbon Broncos. Ella Tui with it between the circles to Kaya Sweet. Lisbon left-hand side to Heckrell, and the Broncos will look to transition when they can, but they would like to make this a half-court-oriented contest. Take some time off the clock, score late in the possession. Heckrell to the paint, lost it on her way up, and it'll be out of bounds and towards the Valley City Highlanders. Substitution here will be Katie Burchell, the 5'9 freshman, averaging 11 points and just under 7 rebounds per contest here for Valley City, as Drew Potratz will bring it in the front court. Potratz high post touch, taking a dribble, leaves it right-hand side, back to the top of the key. Three-pointer coming, no good by Drew. Rebound will be out of play and towards Valley City. First substitution of the game for Lisbon is Taryn Gilbert, the 5'11 freshman forward, averaging 3 points and 5 rebounds per contest. For Barb Sweet will check into the contest. Ball will go on the baseline here for Valley City. Olsen gets walled off, back up top. That's Drew. Potratz three-pointer just grazes the front iron, and will go out of play towards the Lisbon Broncos. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. It's a 2-0 lead here for Lisbon. Full court pressure defense. Valley City able to get it. 2 points coming out of it with Greta Govin. So Govin again with the 2 points, and it's her first tie of the contest here. Heckrell, nice pass across the way, and we'll see a foul. Dakota Potratz will pick up the foul, her first, team's first, and 2 free throw attempts upcoming here for Emerson Schultz. Schultz, 42% free throw shooter to the line here in the opening 3 minutes. Lisbon with another chance to retake the lead here. Free throw attempt on the first one. It will be off the mark for the lefty. Second free throw attempt upcoming. A reminder, we will have the state qualifiers also on Saturday from Mayville State here on YourLiveEvent.com. Division A will play at 1 and 3, while Division B will play at 5 and 7. Valley City in the front court with Drew Potratz back up top. High post touch as they make their way to Govin. Govin inside jumper. Can't get it to go here for Olsen, and a rebound will be coming to Kaya Sweet. Sweet up the other end of the floor, as we'll have a turnover here on the Lisbon Broncos. That'll be their second. So 3-2 with the advantage. 3 points for Heckrell, 1 so far for Schultz. While for the Valley City Highlanders, Greta with the 2 points here for Valley City. As the Highlanders will see this one with Drew. Potratz gives it now to Dakota. Dakota on the interior. Bounce pass as they work it to the right wing. Free throw line extended to Govin. On the interior, Olsen turnaround jumper. Can't get it to go, and Heckrell with the rebound. Has been doing a good job early on the one-and-done variety here, but will have a traveling violation on the Broncos, and it's their third turnover. 1 point here for the Highlanders, coming off points off turnovers. And now Valley City with a made field goal will try to take their first lead of the contest. Potratz up top. That's on the interior, looking for the high-low game. As this would work around the horn out of Drew. Left baseline three. That'll go long. Rebound to Emerson Schultz. Schultz in the backcourt. Finds Sweet now to Heckrell. Heckrell, double coming, and eventually we get a turnover. Valley City wants to get out and run. Left-handed scoop shot, layup for two. Govan 4, Lisbon 3. And we'll see a traveling violation here on the Lisbon Broncos as well with Kendra Differty. Substitution into the game, Riot Wortman, the 5'5 sophomore guard, will come into the aforementioned Differty in here as she will check out. Barb Sweet so far with a 7-player rotation. Also go up top for Valley City as they handle it now with Katie Burchell. Burchell on Heckrell, left-handed layup, no. Rebound on the interior, ripped around by Emerson Schultz. Schultz here in the Lisbon Broncos got to get across before the 10-second violation. Schultz tiptoes the sideline here. Sweet, nice pass across the way. Broncos throwing it up off the window, can't get it, put back and count it for Heckrell. Heckrell now with 4, a chance to make it 5 at the free throw line. Foul here on Valley City. Potratz, that's Dakota, her second, team's second of the quarter as well. And the and one opportunity for Heckrell gives the Lisbon Broncos a chance to add to their lead. Free throw opportunity number 3 of the game here for the Lisbon Broncos. Heckrell able to bury the and one opportunity. So Lisbon with a 2-point advantage as we're nearing the 3-minute mark in the first quarter of play. Ball gets deflected there by Heckrell on the steal as they were looking for Katie Burchell on the high post, but the Broncos cough it up right back in their own right. Drew Potratz right of the key, back up top now to Olsen. Tessa taking a couple hard dribbles, ankle cross, 3-pointer on the way, got it to go. Tessa Olsen with the triple, and the Highlanders take a 1-point advantage. Good looking move there by Tessa. You have the white 3-point line, and we'll see this one go out of bounds here. They're going to call it here for the Lisbon Broncos. So we'll see a turnover here on Lisbon. But you have the white 3-point line, then the college green line. Taking a hard dribble there is going to be Katie Burchell, and the jump ball, the arrow will make its way towards the Lisbon Broncos. A few years ago, there used to be, again, a difference from the men and the women's collegiate line. So when you got to situations like this, you would have 3 different lines on the court. But now collegiately, everyone playing on that green line. Well, in high school here on the whites. Division A and B basketball quarters with 35-second shot clocks. Division AA in North Dakota to the 18-minute halves with the 30-second shot clock. Ball will go left-hand side for Lisbon. 2 east pass. Well, that's going to be intercepted by Greta. Govan working with it the other side of the floor. Govan to the paint, gets fouled, and nearly with the and one. So Greta to the free throw line, a 47% free throw shooter here on the season. This will be Gilbert with the foul, her first, team second. For the Valley City Highlanders, a chance to add on to their 1-point margin so far. Free throw attempt is up, and it's good. So Greta buries the first, second free throw attempt upcoming. As Greta able to go 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Govan right now with 9. Make that 6 of the 9 points here for the Valley City Highlanders. Their largest lead of the game at 3. Heckrell trying to cross the timeline, eventually thrown away by Drew Potratz. Potratz that going to give it right back to Gilbert, and we'll have a foul on Valley City. Foul will be on Drew Potratz. So Dakota and Drew with all the fouls here for Valley City. That's going to be her first. As coming in will be Kendra Differty in here as Riot Wortman will check out for the Broncos. Kaya Sweet, bounce pass. This will go to Tui. Back to Sweet here. Sweet finds it to Heckrell. Heckrell, right-handed side. Slowing it up is going to be Kaya. Kaya leaves it left wing, stolen away by the Highlanders. Valley City with a nice steal by Madison Anderson, the 5'8 sophomore forward. Ball gets tipped around a couple of times. Highlanders will utilize it with Burchell. Ball gets skipped now to Greta. Govins had the hot hand, right-handed side to Anderson. Back to the top of the key to Potratz. That's Drew. Drew, nice high-low to the left short corner for 2. Greta Govan has done it again. She's got 8. Give the assist to Drew Potratz and a blocking foul on the Highlanders. Katie Burchell will pick up her foul, her first, team's 4th. The Highlanders with their largest lead of the game here at 5. So Valley City starting to settle in a little bit here, particularly offensively. Heckrell will handle the rock here for Lisbon. Ball screen coming. Heckrell right wing, free throw line extended. Gives it back to Tui up top now. As this will go different, and we'll see a turnover here on Lisbon. Up the other side of the floor, Greta Govan off the window, good for 2. Greta now with 10 here for the Highlanders. Sweet in the front court, up and over on the pass to Taryn Gilbert. Gilbert on the right block, looking to spin. Thinking of a deep 3 was Kaya Sweet, not a Heckrell. Heckrell looking for a cutting Tui, nothing there. Back up top as this will go to Taryn Gilbert. Here goes Sweet. This from deep, 3-pointer off the back of the rim. No rebound, comes down to Tessa Olsen. Olsen other side of the floor for Valley City as they transition here to Drew. Potratz bounce pass right-hand side. Govan back up top. Here's a potential jumper from Olsen. Thought better of it. Gives a nice little pass, and while thinking better of it, works out. And a 2-pointer here for Madison Anderson. Time on the floor, 28.5 seconds left in the quarter. Highlanders lead it by 9. Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware. High school basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. Valley City 15, Lisbon 6 here on Your Live Event. Full court pressure defense. Broncos looking to break it as they're able to handle it with Kaya Sweet. Sweet into the front court. Wraparound pass looking for Heckrell, but she was out of bounds, and we'll have a turnover here for Lisbon. So for the Highlanders right now, Drew Potratz, and the Highlanders can take the final shot of the quarter. Anderson thought about a 3. Lisbon, little soft zone defense. Anderson open, right wing, gets the shot off. This will be off the iron and a board to Ella Tui. Now to Sweet with under 5 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Sweet in the front court gets the shot to go before the horn, but that's how we'll end our first quarter play. It's the Valley City Highlanders 15, the Lisbon Broncos 6. It's the Division A Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament on Your Live Event.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
High school basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes, and you here on a Monday night for the Division A Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. As the Highlanders lead it again 15-6 right now with those white uniforms. Right-handed side, that'll go to Nielsen. Leaves it left-handed side, jumper on the way. Three-pointer, rattle it in from the left wing. Dakota Potratz with the triple becomes a fourth different highlighter in the scoring column. It's their largest lead of the game and a turnover here on Lisbon. And the Broncos, well, they will give it right back. And we'll have a blocking foul here on Heckrell. So Heckrell will pick up the foul, her first, team's first of the quarter. The Lisbon Broncos and Valley City Highlanders start taking a look at the roster here. Lisbon with seniors of Tui, Heckrell, Sweet, Differding, and Schultz. Jumper no. Rebound here by Dakota. Ball goes tapped out of play. Well, for the Valley City Highlanders, Drew Potratz with a senior, also with Tessa Olsen and then Hadley Thorson. So you have one with 5 and one with 3 here this season. Potratz at the right wing, that's Drew. Back up top now in the hands of Dakota. Dakota taking a dribble. Nice little slip pass across the way, but stolen by Riot Wortman. Wortman at the right wing. A little shake and bake dribble. Wortman gets doubled. Bounce pass, right-handed side, as this will go in the hands of Differding, and that's going to be a turnover here on the Broncos. Dakota Potratz. This one will be tapped out of play. And the story of this game so far has been the turnover bug here on Lisbon, as they currently have, in this contest, 14 turnovers here for the Broncos. Ball will go on the interior. Trying to rip that one through across the way was Burchell on Heckrell. Ball will be out of play, and this one will go and stay with the Valley City Highlanders. Substitution into the contest will be Hadlin Thorson here for Valley City. Valley City, jumper on the baseline. That's going to go short, but right in the hands of Valley City's Thorson. Can't finish, in a board here to Kyra Heckrell. Lisbon in the front court. This will go Sweet, and we'll see a foul across the way. Valley City will collect it. As this will be on Thorson, her first, team's first. 2 free throws upcoming here for Differding, a 46% free throw shooter on the season. Lisbon 2 of 3 so far from the free throw line. For the Highlanders, they've shot 2 and made 2 in their own right. Valley City paced by the 10 points of Greta Govin in the opening 8 minutes. Lisbon makes free throw attempt number 1. Second one on the way for Differding off the back of the rim. Rebound here to Dakota. Potratz up the other side of the floor now to Drew. Left-handed side out of Tessa Olsen, back to Drew. Working it around the horn. This will be Dakota. Passing it to Drew. Drew takes the ball screen. Heckrell comes on the help, and we'll see an inadvertent kick ball. And the inadvertent kick ball was on Valley City. So Lisbon will make a couple of substitutions off the dead ball. Taryn Gilbert returns alongside with Brinley Differding. Differding, the 5'4" freshman, while Gilbert, the 5'11" freshman center. Lisbon will utilize the basketball here, and they will have a turnover. Other side of the floor, Valley City to the window for 2. Drew Potratz with their first field goal of the contest. Valley City starting to separate a little bit here with just over 6 minutes remaining in our first half, as Dakota Potratz will pick up the foul. That's her third, team second. And we'll have a substitution for the Highlanders with Greta, as Govin here, the 6-foot junior, came in averaging 5 points per contest, has doubled that up here in the opening half. She did that all in the first quarter. Heckrell taking a nice little pass across the way. Good find, can't finish though for Schultz. Ball out of play, and this one will go towards Valley City. Again, nice looking move there from Heckrell. The help came, and wide open was Emerson Schultz, just unable to finish from the left block, and now the Highlanders will utilize the basketball. Drew Potratz looking for a teammate left-hand side to Nielsen. Back to Drew. Potratz to the right-handed side. We'll see it now to Tessa Olsen. Back up top. Highlanders will utilize this one. Right wing to Greta Govin. Back up top. High arching rainbow 3. Rattle it in. Drew Potratz with the triple. She's got 5. That's a Sweet 16 lead here for the Highlanders. Lisbon, left-handed side, will utilize the basketball with Differding. Bounce pass on the interior to Schultz, and a turnover here on Lisbon. Up and over on the other side of the floor. Here goes Govin to the tin for 2. Greta now with 12. And the Highlanders are starting to wake up here in this one. from the opening 4 minutes in terms of finding their rhythm compared to Central Cass or Northern Cass. It took Northern Cass about the opening half to kind of get into a rhythm against Central Cass, and give credit to where credit's due there for the Squirrels, as we'll see a substitution with Riot Wortman to check into the game, as the Broncos will inbound it here with Brindley Differding. On a 25-7 mark right now. Valley City 15-6 after 1 quarter. They've only allowed a point from the free throw line here in the second, but that changes. Good looking move there by Differding, the freshman guard, with the opening field goal of the second quarter. But Valley City beating the Broncos down the other side of the floor. Thorson's shot's going to be off, and a board comes down and out of play off the Broncos. So if you're Valley City, it's time to get greedy. If you're Lisbon, how can you keep this to about a 12, 10-point margin before you get to the half? That's what the Broncos are looking for. Govan, nice pass on the interior to Thorson. Thorson lost it out of bounds, and it'll stay Valley City basketball after it was tipped from a Bronco. As we'll have a substitution into the game as Katie Burchell will check back to the floor here for Valley City. Ball goes right-hand side to Drew. Potratz leaves it up top. Lisbon nearly got a steal, but that opened up the door here on the drive for Burchell. Tapped out of play in the hands of Kaya Sweet. Sweet and the Broncos. Right wing, free throw line extended. Here goes Wortman, right baseline triple, long board to Valley City. Here to Nielsen, the 5'9" sophomore forward up the other side. Good hands defensively from Taryn Gilbert to bat that one out of play on the transition opportunity for Valley City. Substitution coming into the game for the Highliners will be Tessa Olsen here. 3 points from the left wing. This one slips across to Katie Burchell, and it'll be Burchell's first field goal of the contest. 27-9, largest lead on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, and the Highliners want to add on to it. Turnover on the Broncos and a foul here for Riot Wortman. Riot will pick up her first, team's second. Highlanders with a full 5 timeouts remaining, while Lisbon, they will have 3 remaining here for the Broncos. Under 4 minutes to play in our first half before we get to our halftime show. Brought to you in part by Tope Insurance and Cass County Mutual. Taking a dribble there is going to be Burchell. Left-handed side shot fake. Hard drive on the interior, but a traveling violation on Nielsen after the hedge by Heckrell. So substitution as Kendra Differding will check into the game, as checking out will be Kaya Sweet for Lisbon. Broncos averaging 39 points per contest. Valley City at 59. Broncos right-handed side with Differding. Lost it for a moment, as this one goes nearly off the hands, and it will be a turnover off the hands of Differding. Winner of this contest plays the winner of our next one between the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers and the Wahpeton Huskies. That'll be tomorrow night at 7:30. Loser has their season again come to a close here in the Region 1 quarters. This will be kicked right-hand side to Nielsen. Nielsen with the little slip around, as this will go to Tessa Olsen. Ball screen coming, Olsen top of the key, and we'll see a foul here on Riot. Wortman will pick up her second, team's third, and we'll have a substitution here for the Valley City Highliners. As coming back in will be Drew Potratz. Well, Kaylee will check out here for Valley City. Up top to Drew. Potratz here with a high post. That'll go to Burchell. Burchell with a hard dribble, left-handed side. Shot fake coming. Valley City throwing it up off the window. Can't get it for Madison Anderson. It's loose, and we'll see a foul here on Valley City. Anderson will pick up the foul, her first, team's third. As now we'll utilize it the other side of the floor here for the Lisbon Broncos. As Lisbon will see this to Brindley Differding. Ripping it through, nearly a steal. Broncos will see this, and a block shot there by Anderson after the attempt by Differding. Hecker will handle it on the inside, pops it past to Tui. Tui with a nice shot from 14 feet, can't get it to go. Rebound here for Valley City, and we're tied up with Tui and Burchell. Arrow will stay with the Lisbon Broncos. 15-6 after 1 quarter play. Lisbon 3 points here in the second. A field goal by Differding off the bench. For the Valley City Highlanders, they've been able to add on to their advantage with 12 points, 5 of them coming for Drew Potratz. Little slip differently, make that Brindley, and she walked with the basketball. Turnover here on Lisbon. Valley City will utilize this with Drew Potratz here as Potratz will bring in the front court. Burchell, high post. Burchell down the paint, off the window, good for two. Katie Burchell now with 4. 20-point margin, Lisbon in the front court. This will go Brindley Differding. Brindley gets through the double team, finds Heckrell. Heckrell, nice power dribble. 13-footer for Kyra, got it to go. Heckrell now with 7 to lead the scoring for the Lisbon Broncos. Valley City ankle cross with Drew Potratz. Potratz block shot. Heckrell gets the block. Heckrell working with it the other side of the floor here for Lisbon. Heckrell then lost it on a turnover for the Broncos. Valley City will see this with Tessa Olsen. Left-handed side in the hands of Madison Anderson. Back up top looking for it with Tessa. Left wing to Madison. Bounce pass left short corner. High post touch. Extra fine right wing Drew Potratz. Three-pointer can't get it. Ball deflected out of bounds. And it will be Highliner basketball. Checking back in for Lisbon. Kaya Sweet with Emerson Schultz here. Valley City to inbound the basketball here with Greta. Govin back up top to Tessa Olsen. Olsen up and over on the pass on the interior to Burchell. Burchell's pass will go out of bounds. That'll be last touch off of Valley City and Katie Burchell for a turnover on the Highliners. Game number 22 of the season for Valley City. The same for Lisbon here as we get to this quarterfinal round action. Just over 60 seconds to play in the first half. Turnaround jumper is short there by Emerson Schultz. Rebound underneath, and the Highlanders will utilize it. Valley City here with Tessa Olsen crossing the timeline. Tessa, nice little ankle cross. Highlanders work it. Right wing on the interior now for Valley City. Burchell off the mark. No rebound. Put back good for 2, though. Katie Burchell now with 6 points on the quarter as the Highlanders match their largest lead of the game here at 20. Lisbon right-handed side with Ella Tui. Tui, nearly a 5-second. Does also go to Sweet, skip, left-handed side. This will be a turnover after the pass by Taryn Gilbert gets intercepted by Burchell up the other side of the floor to Drew Potratz. Potratz doubled up here trying to throw it off the right shin of Emerson Schultz, able to do so. As coach Jimmy Howard calls out the offense here for Valley City. So 12 seconds remaining in the opening half, and we'll have a substitution as Taryn Gilbert will check out. Brindley Differding will check into the game here for the Lisbon Broncos. Valley City with the substitution here or the inbounds here with Govin. Gives it to Potratz. She'll step into a right wing 3. That'll be off the lip of the rim. Rebound comes down to Brindley Differding. Differding on a run. Differding trying to go right to the 10 off the window. Oh, look at Brindley go. Brindley Differding now with 4, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. If you don't stop the ball, that'll haunt you. And the Lisbon Broncos down by 18 as we go to our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
We've got your back. Protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our service agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
High school basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com as we get to our halftime show. Brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Cass County Mutual provides insurance products to all of southeastern North Dakota. They're a local company providing local service to all their policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. For the Highlanders, 15 points in the first half, 16 in the second. Lisbon 6 points. That's 6 points in the first quarter and 7 points in the second quarter. Highlanders with 6 players in the scoring column, 2 of 2 from the free throw line with 3 threes, 7 turnovers. For Lisbon, they went 3 of 5 from the free throw line with 4 players in the scoring column. They've yet to hit a 3 with 20 turnovers. Valley City led by the 12 points of Greta Govin. Greta again with 12 points in the contest. 6 points then for Katie Burchell. 5 points on the way for Drew Potretz. 3 for Dakota Potretz. 3 for Tessa Olsen, who made 3-pointer back in the first quarter, and Madison Anderson with 12. Again, Govin with 12 points for the Highlanders. 7 points for Kyra Heckrow. 4 points for Brinley Differding. And then a point for Emerson Schultz and a point for Kendra Differding as well. Again, the Lisbon Broncos led by the 7 of Kyra Heckrow. We'll take a break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into what happened earlier today and let you know what's to come from the Division A Girls Basketball Region 1 Basketball Tournament.
We finally switched to streaming TV, and we saved big without losing out on our favorites. I was worried that I was going to miss out on college and pro sports. But the truth is, you don't need cable to watch sports. And with streaming, everyone wins. Wife still gets her favorite shows, the kids get the best movies, and as a family, we get to watch our favorite team. I mean, my favorite team.
Cut cable and switch to streaming services to watch exactly what you're paying for. ReadyTech Fiber, a greater experience.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire. Fargo's newest sports complex.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
High school basketball here on Your Live Event continues. Part of our halftime show brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give Tope Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. Northern Cass defeated Central Cass earlier today, 63-40. Hayden Crockett with a career-high 40 points. She had 5 3-pointers as well. Crockett with 40 points. Northern Cass 63-40 over Central Cass. Still to come, Wahpeton and Fargo Oak Grove as the Valley City Highlanders and the Lisbon Broncos Valley City up by 18, again led by the 12 points of Greta Govin, while for Lisbon led by the 7 of Kyra Heckrow. Earlier today, Division B Region 1 girls basketball tournament, Sargent County 47-31 over Napoleon Gacko Streeter, and Lamore Litchfield Marion with a 48-30 win over the Oaks Tornadoes. Division B Region 2, Langdon Area Enmore Munich 67-41 over Hatton Northwood, and Benson County 51-46 over North Prairie. And on the Division A side, taking a look at some scores going on out west, particularly in Division B. Division A Region 3, that is. South Prairie Max 80-32 over Dunseith, and Rugby 1 point better than Delax Burlington. You can check the Division 2 region tournament going on at Mayville State. Just finishing 4 wins, Minnewacan and Grafton, and then you'll have Carrington and Hillsborough Central Valley. That game will be coming up in about 20 minutes for the opening tap. Highlanders lead it by 18 points. Back after this, as that does it for our post-game show. Again, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. We're back after this with second half action inside the Shield Center.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong, strong communities.
As we get ready to begin the second half of play, the Valley City Highlanders will handle the rock here up by 18 points as Lisbon will come out in this zone defense as they worked with. Greta Govin, Drew Potretz, ball goes across the way, tipped and eventually won by the Lisbon Broncos. Valley City full court pressure defense trying to put the nail in the proverbial coffin here in the opening 4 minutes of this second half and really extend this lead against Lisbon. Well, for the Broncos, again, got to find a way to get it to 10 and 12 points to give yourself a real striking chance once you go to that fourth quarter. This would help. Heckroll jumper, no. Rebound, tussle for, eventually won by Valley City as the Highlanders want to transition. Drew Potretz up top to Olsen. Tessa Olsen stop, pop, 7-footer off the lip of the rim. Can't get it to go. Offensive board, though, Dakota Potretz to Greta Govin, and now it'll be Lisbon basketball. So good board by Ella Tui. You have Sweet with Heckroll, Differding, and Emerson Schultz on the floor. Their original starting five, but there's a turnover. Left-handed side, Govin, left-handed scoop shot off the window for two. She's got 14 points. For the Highlanders, Greta Govan up top with a pair of Drew and Dakota Potrats here. Ball gets tapped out by Thorson. Then you have Olsen on the floor. And we'll see a foul here on the Lisbon Broncos. So turnover on Lisbon. Foul will come across the way on Heckrell. Her first and the team's first of the quarter. Angelique Colomont-Pillier all over the Warbirds of Waimea-Lidgewood, 32-14 right now. 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter as we'll have a wholesale line change for the Lisbon Broncos. As Bria Sweet will come out, also with Riot Wortman here, with Taryn Gilbert on the floor and Brinley Differding. Ball will go right-hand side as you'll also have Camry Hoff, the 5'8 freshman. Ball left-hand side, Thorson working on the interior. Nice little give and go across the paint, can't get it. And a rebound here goes to Taryn Gilbert. Left-handed side to Hoff. Hoff at the left wing, back up top now to Taryn Gilbert. Gilbert back between the circles to Differding. That's going to be Brinley here. Brinley with a couple dribbles up and over on the pass to Gilbert off the window, good for two. Taryn Gilbert with her first field goal of the game. Brinley Differding gets the assist. The Broncos are back with an 18. Tessa Olsen making her way up top, looking for the steal is Riot Wortman. Wortman, a couple hard dribbles and a foul. Was it on the floor in the act of shooting? I'll say it's in the act of shooting as Wortman will go to the free throw line. Drew Potrats will pick up her second, team's first of the quarter, and free throws upcoming here for Lisbon. They're 3 of 5 from the free throw line as Wortman goes to the stripe. Riot free throw attempt is good. Second free throw attempt here for Lisbon as Wortman and the Broncos getting some points from the free throw line here and trying to add on to it, and they will. Lisbon now 5 of 7 from the free throw line, got it to a 16-point deficit. Tessa Olsen, left wing with the basketball to Drew Potrats. Nice little give and go game to Govan to Drew. Ball gets skipped right in front of the Highliner bench on the interior. That'll go to Thorson. Right-handed side to Dakota Potrats. Lost it on her way up. Double team coming and a foul on the reach. Foul will be assessed here on Lisbon. This would be on Brinley Differding. Her first, team's second of the quarter. Jumper on the way, Olsen. That'll go long. Rebound to Valley City here to Hadley Thorson. And we'll see a foul here on Lisbon. Differding will pick up her second, team's third. As this one will come right into your living room a little bit. As now they will make it on the baseline for the inbounds with Greta Govan. So Govan to inbound the basketball here for Valley City. As she does across the block, and we'll see a foul on Lisbon yet again here in the last 30 seconds. Wortman will pick up her third, and that'll be the fourth already. Valley City to inbound it with Govan as they do open. Drew Potrats 3. That'll swirl out. Rebound. Tousled for, and we'll have a jump ball. As hitting the deck will be Dakota Potrats, and the jump ball will favor the Lisbon Broncos. Valley City 2 points here early in the quarter with Govan. Well, for the Lisbon Broncos, they have 4. 2 by Gilbert and 2 by Wortman from the free throw line. Lisbon with Bria Sweet. This one will go out of play and off of Bria for a turnover. Substitution in the game will be Katie Burchell here for Valley City. As for Barb Sweet right now, again, making that line sale substitution from her starters to bring 5 off the bench here for the Broncos. Valley City with Burchell on the interior, kick out left-hand side to Drew. Potrats on the interior to Burchell. Double team comes again, trying to get the steal. Eventually Burchell to Potrats on the baseline, now to Burchell. Burchell, left hand, can't get it. Rebound, though, on the inside to Dakota. Kick out here, jumper on the way, off the side of the rim for Tessa Olsen. No putback for Burchell's good for 2. Katie Burchell with 8 points, a handful of rebounds here for Valley City. Lisbon with Riot Wortman, splits a double. Wortman making her way to the elbow and a traveling violation here on the Broncos. Still to come, again, we will get to our last quarterfinal round matchup featuring the 3 seed of the Wahpeton Huskies and the 6 seed of the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. The 1 seed of the Kinder Vikings earned a bye into the semis, and the 4 seed of Northern Cass with a win by 23 points over the 5th seeded Squirrels earlier today. And Burchell gets fouled in the act of shooting. Valley City shot 2 free throws. That was back in the first quarter with Greta. Cameron Hoff will pick up a foul, her first, and it's going to be bonus free throws from here on out for the Highliners. We're up by 18 at the half, and that's where we have it now. Free throw attempt is going to be short. Valley City will shoot free throw attempt number 2 here, trying to get to their 16th win of the season. Second one is good here for Burchell. So Burchell now with 9. Lisbon up and over. Ball be tapped out of play and a turnover here on the Broncos. Skyra Heckrell will check back into the game. And also a little bit later on our post-game show, we will get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here from a particular winning member of the winning team. That and more is still to come once we get to our Petro Stopping Center's post-game show. Zone defense here by Lisbon. Burchell on the inside, can't get it. Follow, putback, good for 2 though. Burchell's a menace. 11 points here for the Highliners. Not going to put a body on her to try to stop her. Burchell will continue to follow her shot and make good of it. And we'll see a reach and foul on Valley City. Dakota Potratz will pick up her 4th. That'll be the team's 2nd. And for Coach Jimmy Howard, I'll let it roll right now with Dakota Potratz, at least for the moment, with those 4 fouls. Right-handed side goes Brindley Differding. Differding ripping it through, going right at Potratz with those 4 off the window. Can't get it to go. Good take, and it'll be on a play and stay Lisbon Bronco basketball. So for the Broncos, with inbounding it will be Cameron Hoff on the baseline. Hoff hits the side of the backboard. It'll be out of play, and essentially a turnover here for Lisbon. For the Broncos, one thing for them this season is just trying to be consistently, again, find some scoring. Heckrell's been the scoring, but trying to find a 2nd and 3rd tier in terms of that musketeer, trying to add with it here. As the Highliners with Burchell just threw it out of bounds, looking for Potratz. Thought she was more at the wing, not the block to block, as we'll see some substitutions as Emerson Schultz and Kaya Sweet will check into the game after a turnover here for Valley City. For the Broncos, Kaya Sweet in the front court to Emerson Schultz. Ball gets batted away for a moment. Valley City able to come up with it. Left-handed side here will be Drew Potratz. Left wing now to Tessa Olsen. Olsen back up top to Drew. As this will be nearly a wrestling move with 2 good wrestling programs here between Lisbon and Valley City after Ryan Ortman dove on the basketball. Tessa Olsen, right-handed side out of Dakota Potratz. Nice little cut on the interior to the jumper on the way is good for the 3-pointer. Give Burchell the assist. And Greta Govin now continues to shine with 17 of the Highlanders' 41 points. Heckrell in the front court. Heckrell finds it to Sweet. Sweet with a deep 3 on the way. That'll be off the front iron. Rebound, though, for Lisbon, and we'll see a foul. Taryn Gilbert will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul will be assessed on Valley City. As this will be on Govin, her first, team's 3rd, but Govin has scored in every quarter and has just been a steady Eddie so far here today for Coach Howard and the Highliners. Free throw attempt is going to be off by Taryn Gilbert. As Madison Anderson returns into the game here for the Highlanders, well, Brindley Differding will check in, the 5'4" freshman guard here for Lisbon. Differding has had herself a nice performance so far here tonight off the bench for Coach Barb Sweet. Second free throw attempt in and out. Govin collects the defensive rebound here in the Highliners in transition with Tessa Olsen. Leave it left-handed side to Dakota Potratz. Inside Burchell off the window. Can't get it. Burchell stays with it with 3 Broncos around her, and somehow there's a turnover there with Kyra Heckrell, able to get her hands on the basketball after Burchell was able to get the rebound. Other side of the floor, shot's going to be off the mark by Sweet. Rebound comes down to Anderson. Anderson with her head held high, uses the dribble, finds Olsen. Olsen swings it left wing. Dakota Potratz weaving her way. Good defense by Sweet, but they're going to call the foul. This will be in the act of shooting her on the floor as they will talk it over here to see if it's in the act of shooting or if it's again going to be on the floor. And they're going to say it's on the floor. Foul will be assessed on Kaya Sweet here. That'll be her 2nd. And it won't matter anyway, as we'll have the 2 shots coming here, as it should be the bonus again, as should be bonus free throws here for Valley City again with those 5 team fouls. So we should be shooting 2, as we will be shooting 2 to the free throw line here for the Valley City Highliners. They will go with Dakota Potrats. Again, something new this season into girls and boys basketball. If you're playing quarters, it's to 5, and then it changes per quarter, similar to a college women's game over the last handful of years. Lisbon already had 5 team fouls, so it'll be free throws again for Dakota Potrats. Makes the first. Second free throw attempt on the way for Dakota. Is off the iron rebound, though, for Burchell. Burchell, kick out around the horn here as they will handle it with Katie Koka, the 5'9" sophomore guard. Drew Potrats right to left cross, bounce pass across the paint, trying to come up with it. There is Burchell, and she's tied up, and will stay Highliner basketball. Lisbon with Riot Wortman to check back into the game, as coming out will be Brindley Differding. Valley City will utilize it on the baseline here for the Highliners. On the inbounds to Drew Potrats. Potrats looking for a flex cut. Finds her there with Dakota on the interior. Burchell. Burchell, right-handed side of Dakota. Swings it left wing Koka. On the baseline now is Anderson back to Koka. As the Highliners here with Drew Potrats will handle it between the circles. Potrats trying to get the shot off with Burchell before the horn. There will be a shot clock violation on Valley City. The Highliners, first shot clock violation of the day, so Lisbon doing a good job defensively that time, being active in the half court, able to break the press. Heckrell in the front court here for the Broncos. Heckrell looking for the step through, finds a teammate, top of the key. Emerson, 3 off the front iron. Rebound, though, to Lisbon here with Riot Wortman. Emerson cuts on the left block. Emerson with the dribble off the window for 2. Emerson Schultz with 3 points, and the Broncos are down by 23. Drew Potrats looking for the dribble entry, now to Dakota. Dakota, right-handed side to Katie Koka. Nice little slip pass here to Madison on the interior. Burchell gets doubled and will have a foul on the floor, and more free throws here for the Highliners. Mara Kemple, or excuse me, this one will be on Taryn Gilbert, her second. And free throws upcoming for Burchell. In the quarter for the Highliners, they're 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Free throw attempt for Burchell's gonna rattle out. Substitution is Ella Tui will check in here for the Broncos. It's the 7 seed versus the 2 seed, as Lisbon will check in as well with Differding. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming here for Burchell. As Burchell, free throw attempt will be off the mark. Rebound comes down here to Valley City. And Burchell negate the and one. It'll be on the floor. So Burchell will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Wortman will pick up her 4th, and fouls continue here in the second half for the Lisbon Broncos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them here in the third quarter. As Burchell misses free throw attempt number 1. Bria Sweet will check in now for Lisbon. As Bria Sweet, the 5'4" junior guard. Burchell able to hit the second. Valley City extends their advantage now to 43-19. Broncos up and over on the pass. Riot Wortman, right-handed side now to Brindley Differding. Bounce pass interior to Kendra. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound comes down to Madison. Highliners in transition. Nice little find to Dakota Potrats off the window for 2. Nice little find in transition here for the Highliners, who lead it by 26. Brindley Differding to the baseline. Tipped out of bounds here by Drew Potrats. It will stay with Lisbon basketball. As Lisbon with Ella Tui will inbound it. 2.5 seconds. Tui on the inside. Differding stolen away. Valley City can't get the shot off before the horn, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. It's the Valley City Highlanders 45, the Lisbon Broncos 19 on your live event.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
High school basketball here on yourliveevent.com on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here for the final 8 minutes. Turnover on the Broncos here as Valley City will come up with it with Madison Anderson. Anderson at the right wing with the basketball up top to Drew Potratz. Now slips it past to Koka inside on the find. That'll go to Nielsen to the right-hand side. Anderson looking for the flex cut, right-handed side. That'll go to Nielsen. Nielsen inside the paint, steps through, and will have a turnover for Valley City. That'll be their 12th. The mercy rule does imply in Division B and Division A girls basketball, as it has been in Class B basketball for quite some time, where it's 30 points or more going into the fourth quarter. At any point in the fourth, it'll be running time then from there on out. In Division AA basketball, there is no running time. Jumper off the mark there by Brinley Differding. Rebound to Drew Potratz up the other side of the floor. This will go Thorson. Thorson with the ball fake kick out. Potratz steps into a three. Coming off the mark, no. Rebound, toss of 4, and eventually it'll be in the hands of Brinley Differding. Lisbon wants to run in transition with Kaya Sweet. Sweet bounce pass. This will go, and we'll see a foul on the floor. Emerson Schultz collected herself, then spun, and as she spun, saw a little bump here on the way for Drew Potratz, her third, team's first of the fourth quarter. As Valley City will go a little bit deeper into their bench now with Kinley Suffolcool, the 5'5 sophomore guard. Lisbon also will go into the bench as well with Bria Sweet. This will be a nice little slip on the interior for Kendra Differding. She's got 3. So Differding gets the field goal there for Lisbon. Other side of the floor, Highlanders answer with 2 points with Anderson. She's got 12. Contest that's an hour old here inside the Shield Center. That started at 6:15. Crossover right to left. Kaya Sweet off the window. Can't get it to go on a board here to Madison Anderson. And then we'll see a tie-up with the arrow making its way towards Valley City. The Highlanders, with this result, if it stays this way with the last 6 minutes and change in the fourth quarter, would improve to 16-6 on the season and give themselves at least 2 more games here tomorrow and Wednesday night. This will be a turnover on Valley City. Well, for Lisbon, taking a look at their record, 4-17 coming into this one. Spinning their way is Emerson Schultz off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Suffolcool. Suffolcool has 3 Broncos around her. Turnover as Heckroll throws it up off the window. Put back, count it, got it good. Emerson Schultz with the end one opportunity after the turnover from Valley City. Nielsen will pick up the foul, her first, team second, with 5:55 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Free throw opportunity here for Emerson Schultz. Is up and off the back tab, no. Rebound eventually to Kaya Sweet. Sweet ripping it through, taking a dribble, finds Heckroll. Heckroll, a little hesitation. Heckroll going hard, nice little wraparound pass that goes off the left knee of Emerson Schultz. And we'll see a turnover here on Lisbon. So still to come, we'll get to, again, our Petro Stopping Center's post-game show. Hear from a victorious player of this one. Take a look at the final numbers and get you set for our final game between the Huskies of Wahpeton and the Grovers of Oak Grove. So one tapped out of bounds, and we'll have a substitution as Brindley Differding will check in here for the Lisbon Broncos. Also Valley City. The old adage is in sports, when you play a team 3 times, it's tough to beat them. Well, that's what the Highlanders are trying to do here against the Broncos. Ball goes left-hand side out of Madison. Nice little flex cut across the way. Good for 2 for Nielsen. So Kaylee gets the 2 points there. The Highlanders up by 26. They're up by 26 to start the quarter at 45-19. Right-handed side, this will go Differding. Differding off the side of the right side. Can't get it to go. Rebound here for Valley City. Suffolk pass, and the Highlanders want to run in transition. Here goes Coca. Coca with a 2-on-1. Looking across the way in transition here to Thorson. And a turnover for the Highlanders, but good passing to get it into the transition for Valley City, as Ella Tui will return to the floor for the Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon with Kaya Sweet crossing the timeline. Right-handed side now to Tui. Tui looking for a cutting teammate, now finds Heckrell. Heckrell at the top of the key. Heckrell slips it now to Tui. Tui bounce pass across the baseline here, kicked out of who, and it's going to be kicked out of Lisbon, and a turnover for the Broncos. Ryland Johnson, the 5'9" sophomore forward, will check into the game for the Highliners. You'll have Coca and Suffolk into the game. Also will be Nielsen handling the rock, and Madison Anderson. Nielsen, top of the key. Right-handed side now to Coca, back up top to Madison. This will go on the baseline to Suffolk. Suffolk taking a couple of dribbles. Finds a teammate with Nielsen. Nielsen ball fake, rip through, and she'll get fouled. Sweet will pick up the foul, her third, team's first of the quarter. And we'll have 2 free throws here for the Valley City Highlanders upcoming. Kaylee Nielsen will head to the free throw line here to shoot the pair. Highlanders 5 of 10 from the free throw line here tonight. Free throw attempt will rattle out. Substitution here for Lisbon, as they will have Bria will check in the game. Second free throw attempt here for Nielsen and the Highlanders. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. So Nielsen goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Stretches out this lead, though, to 27 on the night. Right-handed side with the basketball. This will go Bria Sweet. Sweet crossing over right to left. Leaves it at the top of the key. Nice looking move. Jumper, no by Differding. Rebound, though, by Brindley. And this one will be tied up with an it'll stay Lisbon Bronco basketball. Kind of goes back to our pregame show and our Dakota Bank keys to victory. We mentioned sometimes it's about that team that finds their stride early in a game like this. As Kendra Differding comes back to the floor for Heckrell, and Valley City found their stride after a couple minutes of play, got up by 9, up by 18 after one half, and for Coach Jimmy Howard, has to like that this team got 32 minutes on this court after unable to make it here the last couple years when they were competing in the EDC tournament. Now you got a little lay of the land, if you will. You understand the locker room situation, just kind of coming here, what it's like to warm up and do all the little things that you might take for granted at times once you go to a neutral environment. And we'll see how that helps the Highlanders moving forward here in this Region 1 tournament. There's a steal. That Lisbon looks to go the other way with Brindley Differding. Differding high off the window. This one can't go on a rebound, and we'll see a foul. Foul will be on the Lisbon Broncos. As this one will be their second. And this will be on Kendra Differding, her first, as Heckrell comes back in the floor. Also, you have Emerson Schultz and Sweet back on the floor here. That's Kaya for Lisbon. Lisbon, going back to their last winning season, was the 2020-21 season. 13-8 loss to Weimar Lidgewood in the Region 1 quarterfinals in Class B. Shot off the mark. Rebound comes down to Heckrell. On a couple of years prior to that, 2017-18, an awfully good club, went 18-5 and got to the Region 1 championship as Ella Tui splashes one in for the left wing. But the last couple of years here for the Broncos, been in an awfully competitive old Class B Region 1. And this year it's been a pretty good Division A Region 1 girls basketball. Just one in the latest polling, Kindred, but pretty balanced when you put all these teams in a blender. Jumper is going to be off the mark, no good. Rebound comes to Nielsen. Tui up the other side of the floor, and Valley City with Coca ties it up here, and we'll have a jump ball on the arrow will make its way towards Valley City. For Valley City, 6-15 a season ago, they had a chance to make the EDC quarterfinals back to get to this round, but that was during the COVID year where they went to the higher seeds then, about 4 or 5 years ago. That was 4 years ago at West Fargo. Ball goes right-hand side. Suffolk leaves it right wing. Getting that steal is going to be Tui. Tui goes the other side of the floor. Coca gets the steal now for Valley City. Coca off the window, can't get it to go. Rebound, put back, good for 2. There's an offensive board for Nielsen now with 5 points. And the Highlanders lead it by 26, doubling up the Lisbon Broncos right now on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Heckrell top of the key with it now to Tui. Tui, here goes Sweet. Sweet inside the paint. And we'll see a foul and 2 free throws. This will be on Bailey LaRue, her first. As going to the free throw line here will be Sweet. Kaya to the line to shoot 2. Sweet free throw attempt. This will go long. As we'll have some substitutions. As the Lisbon Broncos will bring out the majority of their seniors here. They get a nice round of applause from their hometown faithful that made the trek from Lisbon here to Fargo. Second free throw attempt here for Sweet. Is going to be off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Valley City, and Suffolk will utilize this one into the front court. Ball goes right-hand side to Nora Peterson, now newly inserted. Here goes Bailey LaRue, back right-hand side to Coca. Three-pointer, that'll go short. Rebound to the Lisbon Broncos with Taryn Gilbert. And we'll see a timeout here for a substitution. Timeout. This timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC. Equal housing lender, as Riot Wortman will come in, and Kaya Sweet will get a big bear hug from her mom, Barb Sweet, across the way. As this will be her final game, and again for these seniors for Lisbon, the 5 of them, this will be their final time putting on that Lisbon gold and red. As Lisbon, right-handed side now to Bria Sweet, bounce pass across the way. This will go, and we'll see a foul. This will be on the floor. Foul on Valley City. Be on Rylan Johnson, her first 14 foul with 85 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Broncos give it. Carly, jumper, no. Rebound, Riot. Wortman off the window, good for 2. Riot Wortman with the 2 points here, and we see a timeout and a substitution timeout here for Coach Jimmy Howard as Nora Wallert, the 5'8 freshman forward, will come in. 52-28 as they'll looking to see as everybody on the floor now for Valley City will have played that is rostered here this evening for Coach Howard and the Highliners as they will earn the sweep, knocking down the Broncos on January the 4th, on February the 1st, and now here on February the 19th. Valley City right-handed side with Suffolk, turnover on the Highliners. And we'll have a foul before the shot. This will be on Suffolk. Suffolk will pick up her first, and we'll have 2 free throws as we will head to the stripe with Sweet. As Bria will go to the free throw line, and for Barb Sweet and some of her coaching staff as well, it's a tough one that goes across the way with their junior varsity coach here with Tui, Coach Tui, with her daughter and Ella. That'll be her last time coaching her daughter. As Sweet is able to hit the free throw attempt to make it now 52-29. Lisbon will finish the season 4-18 on the year. The Highlanders will improve to 16-6 and play the winner of our next contest. Good step through there for Bailey, and LaRue will go to the stripe to shoot 2. Foul will be on Taryn Gilbert, her third, team's third. And for the Valley City Highlanders, again, with this win, just as it was for Northern Cass earlier today, a chance to at least play 2 more games. And whether you win or lose that semifinal, the semis are still large. You win, you know you're going to the state qualifier on Saturday, bare minimum. And if you win the championship, you're going to state. But if you lose in this semi, and let's say have your worst game or lose on a buzzer beater, as LaRue banks in the second free throw to go 1 of 2. you still have a chance to make it to state. Just the road to Ho is a little bit tougher, as you will have to, if you lose tomorrow, you'll have to win on Wednesday in the third-place game and then win on Saturday at Mayville in a state qualifier to get to state in Minot. So some more travel and some more games on the lakes. Right, Wortman leaves it left-hand side. Here it goes inside the paint. Taryn Gilbert can't get it. Rebound, put back, good for 2. But Taryn Gilbert stays with it and finishes with the 2 points here for the Lisbon Broncos. Suffolk to the right-handed side. Suffolk back between the rings here. This will go to Rylan Johnson, left-handed side with it. That'll go Nora Peterson. Back to Suffolk and that's how we'll go final in this one. The Valley City Highlanders pick up the victory here today on YourLiveEvent.com on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 53-31. Our post-game show is coming up next. At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Central Cass Schools' mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Join us now in our Petro Stopping Center's post-game show is Greta Govin here for the Valley City Highlanders, a career-high 17 points with a 6-foot junior. Greta, congratulations on the win. First and foremost, what does it mean for this program, to pick up a region tournament win and get one step closer to your ultimate goal, which is that Region 1 championship upcoming on Wednesday night?
It's been really great. None of us have ever played in the Shack, so that was a lot of fun just for the first time, too. And it's really exciting to kind of see where we can go from here because it's new.
You were able to get a really good start. You scored 10 of the first 15 points for your team in that first quarter. What was working in that transition game and just getting good looks offensively?
Well, I think our press was working really well, which we've been working a lot on this year, kind of like perfecting that. And yeah, I think that is what made it work.
Katie Burchell, if you're not going to box her out, she's going to go get after some rebounds here. 12 points in the game, but had a handful of offensive rebounds. What did you like from her play here today?
Yeah, Katie's really big. You can trust her when you throw the ball to know she's going to make a smart play. And, rebounding, she's huge because without her, we wouldn't get a lot of those boards. And then you kind of go from there in some more balanced scoring, just top to bottom. What's it like playing with anybody on any given night can score 10, 12 points for this team? What does it mean that, if it could be yourself or someone else that can just kind of get to the rim, get to the free throw line? Greta, how fun is that offensively playing with this squad? It's really nice because, like you said, any given night it can change, so you never know who's going to be on that night. But it's nice that you have different girls that can do that, too. Final thing for you, what do you hope to carry into this game moving forward tomorrow night, whether it's against the Grovers or the Huskies? We hope to probably carry in the energy and the pressure throughout the game. I don't know. I thought we played well and fast, so that's what we like to do. Greta, congratulations on the win, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you. Greta Govin again with us here for the Valley City Highlanders. We'll continue after this and take a look at the final numbers.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As much as you have accomplished, there are times you'd rather not go it alone. While you determine what direction you go, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with community. Go with neighbors. Go with understanding. Go with support.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
And this is our Petro Stopping Center's post-game shows. You see the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers making their way on the floor as they are going to play the Wahpeton Huskies upcoming in a few moments here on YourLiveEvent.com. But let's take a look at the final numbers in this one at the Petro Stopping Center. They're your one-stop shop for your travel hub for all your road needs, whether you're looking for just a quick little fuel up or you're looking for around-the-clock every day of the week with food, with the upcoming spring season or even summer as it feels like outside. They got gear for that. Gas up your ride and let them roll out the red carpet treatment and the VIP treatment today at the Petro Stopping Centers. For the Valley City Highlanders, 8 players in the scoring column, 16 turnovers. They go 7 of 14 from the free throw line with 4 threes. From the Lisbon Broncos, 8 players in the scoring column, 6 of 11 from the free throw line, 1 3 with 31 turnovers. For Valley City, led by Greta Govan with 17 points in this one, and that's a career high for her as well. 12 points then for Katie Burchell, 6 points for Dakota Potratz, 5 apiece for Drew Potratz, and also with Nielsen, 4 points then for Madison Anderson. 3 on the way for Tessa Olsen back in the first quarter. And then you got 1 point at the very end for for Bailey LaRue. Again, Bailey LaRue with 1 point here for Valley City, led by the double digits of Greta Govan and also Katie Burchell. For the Lisbon Broncos, 7 points for Kyra Heckrell, one of the 5 seniors playing in her final game. Heckrell with 7 points. 5 points then for Emerson Schultz. 4 points for Taryn Gilbert and Brinley Differding. 4 points for Riot Wortman. 3 points for Ella Tui. 3 points for Kendra Differding and a point for Bria Sweet here for the Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon finishes 4-18 on the season, while the Valley City Highlanders improved to 16-6, and they will play the winner of our next contest here, again between Wahpeton and Fargo Oak Grove, but a 53-31 win for the Valley City Highlanders. As we go from there to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here in this one. We just heard from her moments ago. Greta Govan, again, as our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. 17 points, had 10 of them in the first quarter play. Finished the first 3 quarters with 17. She went 2 for 2 from the free throw line, hit a 3-pointer, and again, a career-high 17 points. Greta Govan here for the Valley City Highlanders is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. From there to our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play the contest, and that's forcing turnovers. The Highlanders, they had 16 of them, but they forced 31 Lisbon Bronco turnovers, took advantage, got themselves in transition play, and in doing so allowed them to pick up the victory here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Forcing the turnovers and capitalizing it is our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play of the contest with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planting updates, information, questions, and more, contact Arctic Enterprises or visit planterdoc.com. For Valley City, 15 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second, 14 in the third. They finished with 8 in the fourth. For Lisbon, 6 points in the first quarter, 7 in the second, 6 in the third, and 12 points in the fourth quarter. Again, Lisbon finishes 14-8 on the season. The Highlanders now 16-6. In about 15 minutes, we'll get to the opening tap between the Grovers and the Huskies. That's next here on our Coverage of the YourLiveEvent.com Division I Region 1, that is Division A Girls Basketball Tournament, and that does it for our Petro Stopping Center's post-game show. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com for our next game link and our stream link here from Fargo.